Hey guys, how are we doing today? I got a new camera, and it's working a little bit better. The definition is fantastic. Uh, you can really see all my secrets behind me. Somebody had asked me, what's my favorite vitamin? Um, I really don't have like a favorite. As far as vitamins, I probably C, zinc, copper. I know those aren't vitamins, but MCT oil is. I used to give it to my mom for her Alzheimer's. It works really good. In the beginning, when I used to give her MCT oil, especially coconut oil, from Costco, you used to get that coconut oil, organic. I would give it to her, and half an hour later, she would be lucid. She would be like she was 10 years before she got the Alzheimer's. It helped her a lot for a long time, but little by little, you can't defeat some of these things. You can't defeat old age. But MCT oil comes from coconut oil. The one that we got was derived from coconut oil. There's also another MCT oil that they make it, and it comes from palm oil. I think I prefer the coconut oil, just because the coconut oil is the one that really worked for my mom. You can see it was magical. It was really magical. I take it. I like to take it. I buy it by the gallon. MCT oil, organic, though it's a little more expensive. I like to cook with it. Instead of olive oil or anything, I like to cook with MCT oil. And when I take it, 'cause sometimes I'm kind of like foggy and not here. A glass of water, MCT oil, and of course add water with the vinegar that I make homemade. Makes me lucid. Memory. Memory just increases, and you're able to talk better. And otherwise, I'm kind of just like a little, I don't know. I hope I don't get that disease, but that's why I take these things all the time. Butter, I like to use a lot of butter, and I'm in and out of carnivore diet. It's just that I get tired of eating too much meat. So I kind of vary it a little bit. The other thing that I love is, not that I love, it's kind of tastes sour. Methyl sulfanomi, what was that? MSM. MSM. Mike, Sierra Mike. That's for you aviation guys, you know what that is. MSM. I used to fly airplanes before, so something that just kind of stays. And plus, I worked at the airport for a few years. It's something that sticks with you. You learn these little things. Anyways, MSM is basically it's sulfur, but it's not that sulfur, the yellow stuff that you buy. It's called sulfur, but it's not. It's a derivative from. It's like sulfur, but it's not. It looks like sugar, but it tastes not very good. So what I do is I take a couple teaspoons of that, whenever I get a chance. And what it does, it helps your skin. It makes you flexible. It makes the cells stretchy. Because they become leathery. They become leathery with time. The older you get, that's why people get wrinkles. And I used to give that to my mom too. Yeah, and she looked pretty good. She looked pretty good for her age. Uh, her skin was really nice in certain areas, and I owe it to that. Um, I bought him like a 5-gallon pail of that stuff from a horse supply place, organic. Horse supplies, the owners of the horses like to give their horses the best, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing that you buy in stores, but they just charge you 7 times more. Absolutely organic, same thing. It's the same thing. It's got nothing different, just that it's got a horse in the front of the pail instead of a human being. Well, what else? MSM, really great. It's great for cancers and stuff like that. It oxygenates the blood also. The other thing that I take is hydrogen peroxide, food grade hydrogen peroxide. Really strong stuff. So you dilute it in water, in a glass of water, 10 drops, and I drink that, and it's like it heals viruses, bacteria, bad bacteria. It oxygenates the body. It's great. Whenever I have like some kind of an infection someplace in my body, I take that, and a couple days later, it's pretty much gone. What else do I take? Oh, coral calcium. That's my other biggie. I'm really getting off topic here, but so what? Coral calcium from Okinawa. The ionic coral calcium. It's kind of hard to get the stuff that I used to drink, but it still works. Seems to work. It heals your skin. The stuff that I had on my hands. You see me wearing gloves once in a while. I thought it was allergy. That I was allergic to dogs, to my little dog. And it just seems that I'm allergic to, if anything, I've noticed it's incense, sandalwood incense, and I like to light my incense. I used to do it every day, and my skin would just break out. I couldn't figure out what. I stopped doing it, and I'm getting better. The other thing that doesn't help is eating large amounts of pizza, which I just love, but so I gotta cut down like once a month. Otherwise, my hands just open up and they start like bleeding, and it hurts like hell. You can't grab stuff. You can't do anything because it's like you got all these open wounds and you're trying to work and you can't. Okay, I'm way off topic. So talking about the trust, I think that's what I'm going to do with this channel. I can't show you guys. I can't show you what I'm doing with my. I started changing. I started moving some of my stuff around. I started selling some of my Bitcoin Cash, and I'm going to do it over a span of a month or so. That's the plan. Just to move it over a month here, 5,000 there. If it's green, I'm going to sell, and hopefully I don't sort of do something like a dollar cost averaging. So I don't risk of losing, when I'm switching. So in order to move, let's say $1,000, I gotta send it from. First of all, I gotta sell it. I gotta move it from the Schwab account. It's gotta go to my bank. From the bank goes to the exchange, trade it for Bitcoin or whatever it is that I want to use. Or if I want to buy Solana or Cardano or Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, whatever. Then I gotta transfer it to my wallets with a NES. I just don't have one wallet. I have a few, and I do have a couple blockchains that I was running. I haven't used them in a long time, but they're still there, and a couple other computers. The problem, what I didn't want to have is I didn't want to deal with wallets, and what I have in other wallets is just minimal stuff, $10 here, $50 there, and then I have one with something like 10,000, 12,000 now. It's gone up from 8,000 to 12,000 in the last month. That one holds mostly Solana. It's one of those stocks that I had, Solana, Cardano, Luna, which I lost a lot of money in Luna. Tesos, Polkadot, Chainlink, and a few others, Dash, Monero. They were doing great, and everything just came down. Well, went up, went down. So I gotta use different wallets. I'll probably just condense everything into maybe 2 or 3, and of course keep a password in my lawyer's office or something like that. If anything, I wouldn't want to put it in a bank. I don't want banks to ever control my money. If I ever need the password, I go to the bank and they've, I don't know, seized my accounts or something, or they're going to take what's in there, and they'll probably take that password as ransom. I wouldn't doubt it. These corporations and these governments are supposed to work for you. No, they don't. They work for themselves. And they use people as slaves, and that's what we become. We become slaves to the governments and the corporations. Anyways, that's another rant. That's another day. You've heard me talk about this stuff before. So that's the plan. I'm packing up and I'm moving out. I did sell a little bit today. We got Thanksgiving coming up. Probably nothing going to happen much in the stock market, but crypto may who knows? Saturday over the weekend and might just start going up again. And I have noticed, I'm going to show you now. Where's my browser? Look, it's 1,900,000 right now. It's 96,279. Okay, that's about 1.5%, I believe, of the cash in the world at the moment. Imagine when this becomes, and I think it will. Most of these are gonna be worth a lot of money. Bitcoin may be worth. I think the cash in circulation is something like 40 trillion. The other day I talked about it and I forgot. 40 trillion or 40 trillion cash in circulation. Depends how you interpret it. There's a lot of cash, not just in liquid cash, but in transactions like contracts and stuff like that. There's cash there. But they're contracts. They're not yet. They count as cash, but in money supply. Okay, this could become that money supply. Bitcoin could go to maybe $30 trillion, and all these other ones will take up the, and probably with time, one of these guys is just gonna, who knows, maybe even Tether may just take over everything because it's stable. Tether, USDC, DAI, there's a few others too. I don't know too much about them. What I wanted to mention was that I saw this probably thinking of one video. It's at 65, the altcoin season chart. It's climbed up. When it hits 75, if it stays above 75 for a couple weeks, or let's say Litecoin or LTCN goes up to $400, if they maintain that for a few weeks, then okay, we're in the bull. We're running with the bulls. Right now, it's inching up, and I have noticed that the altcoins have they're moving up with Bitcoin in percentage wise. Okay, 5% here. Okay, in the last 24 hours, Ethereum is going past that. Tether, of course, it doesn't move, but Solana is a little above Bitcoin. BNB, Binance, XRP, they're all. This one is 6.9. Avalanche, that one is lagging. This one too. Let's see what Bitcoin Cash is doing. It's above 5.82. It's above Bitcoin right now. Litecoin is right about with Bitcoin, 4.89 at the moment. All these other guys, most of them are above Bitcoin, indicating that we're inching up on the season, on the bull run. Let's see what else I want to mention. Some people have talked about. Let's go to the troll box. Let's see what the trolls are saying today. Okay, this fellow. I read this message several times. This is what I like. I like to see people talking, not saying stuff negatively, but showing some negativity on something that I may be into. I'll just read it real quick. Get out of these funds. Talking about Grayscale here. I made a video here. Rants contemplating a movie Grayscale. Okay. Get out of these funds. Liquidity is all going to BTC, options, MSTR, and derivatives. Big money and smart money will not buy these funds. Big money and smart money will not buy these funds. Ethan did. But then again, it's like, we haven't heard from him in some time. What he does with his money, he said he's not going to say anything. When he sells what he does, he's not going to say anything. So that's why you always say, do your own due diligence. Where Grayscale can rug pull you by creating more shares and diluting the coin per share. He's right. Do not be married to your bags. I bought these last summer when they were at $150 and $450. Obviously, he sold them. Do not let this bull run pass you by. I wish I would have done this before and have thought about this before. But this is how investing is. Sometimes you go where your heart goes. I mean, where the logic takes you. And I'm in no position right now to, wait another 3 years and I'll just wait. And like he said, if they have control over you, they can just say, I'm going to be transferring my stuff slowly. Now, if I do it overnight, maybe some night I just start selling everything. I don't know. But that's what I'm going to do. And I really can't show you my browser, my portfolios anymore, because they're going to get chopped up. And, I can't. I might show my wallet, but it's not going to be too easy, because they're going to be different computers and so forth. And I might, I might keep the Schwab, and if I make enough money with the crypto, I might just show my Schwab account again, more often as it grows, and just to show how I do it. I don't know, guys. I'm trying to do what's best for me, and I was all gung ho on the trust, but see, what happened was that the Discord for Grayscale, they don't allow, the moderators don't allow any negative talk about it, and they get kicked out. And somebody just mentioned something off a little bit, like me right now, they'd kick me out. I'd be a history in that Discord. I know it's Ethan's, but he's got some. I don't know. They got some things for if you talk a little negative, or if you bring it's kind of like North Korea. If you say the wrong thing, it's like they shut you out. That's why I started my own channel. Screw that shit. I don't need them. I don't need anyone. I got my own people now. There's a few of you, and hey, maybe you can join me as I go through the over to the crypto. They're not gonna go away, these trusts. I'm not saying that sell and they're going away. I'm not saying that at all. They're going to be around, but I don't like the power that they have over me, controlling my wealth, basically. I don't want my Schwab account being held by somebody that holds something else. And it's like Schwab holds my account, Grayscale holds my assets. It's always somebody else. If you have Bitcoin, you have it direct. You have or Solana or Litecoin or Bitcoin, whatever, any cryptocurrency. If you have control of it, you can move it around as you wish. Minimal fees. There's always a little fee for gas money or network money. They charge you a small amount, but you have control over it. That's what I like about cryptocurrency, and it may be that in the future, instead of companies putting out stocks, certificates, they put out tokens, to raise capital. And that's going to be exciting. That's going to be great, because you go to the exchange, and you get it directly from them. You don't go through all these institutions that are always they don't work for you. You work for them. You're enslaved to them, and their time is going to come. Their time is going to come. We're not going to need them anymore, hopefully. I don't know if I'll continue making videos. If I do, I'll just keep you updated what I'm doing. And if I can, show you on my computer, what I'm doing, I'd love to. Um, I want the whole world to be wealthy because that's what we were designed to be, wealthy. All the wealth from the ether, from the universe, it's ours. But we've forgotten along the way. If you think you need to move your stuff, consider it. I'm not suggesting, and it's not that I'm suggesting. I am suggesting, but I'm not advising you. Always remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Don't listen to me. I'm just a guy behind a computer drinking cinnamon tea. This is another thing that's really good. Cinnamon tea and black tea. And when I get a chance, I piss in the corners. So have a good night. Bye.